Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm going to talk uh, about the Microsoft Entra PowerShell module, right? Which is generally available, and I'm going to show you how we can install it or simply install it as an administrator on the device or the PowerShell module, right? And then you can use it for different uses and purposes, right? So that's what I'm going to show you in this video. And there are different things that we should also consider while using the Entra PowerShell module, which is generally available, right? And which is really helpful for the Entra administrators, IT professionals, and whoever is working on and in and around Microsoft Entra admin, right? So let's go ahead and start. So let me share my screen quickly here, and I will show you. All right. So, so this is something which is recently released or which is recently made generally available for across the organization, across the globe for customers, right? And I'm going to put these links in the comment section of this video as well. But definitely you can go through it, and there are some. It has some benefits. Focus on usability, backward compatibility with AzureAD PowerShell module, which was earlier PowerShell module, and now it is converted or modified, or we can say the modernized module, right, into specific to Entra context. And then it also provides flexible and granular authorization, and of course the open source as well. So to start with, we need to install this module from PS Gallery. Either it is on current user scope or for all users. So it totally depends on you how you want it to. But for now, I'm going to simply copy this initial command and run it on my PowerShell. So here's the PowerShell, and I'm going to paste it, right, and hit enter. So it is going to simply install that module on the PowerShell, and then once it is installed, it can be used for different purposes, right? So meantime, this is perfect. Okay. Okay, so it is installing now, and here you can see the prompt. If you put Y, then yes, and again it is asking you to put A. So I'm going to put A to all, yes to all the modules and all the independent or required repositories it needs to install, right? And once you follow these steps, it is going to simply install that. Here it says that untrusted repository, and here you need to grant it on your local device, which says you are installing the module from an untrusted repository. If you trust this repository, change its installation policy value by running this commandlet, and now it has installing, or it is installing now, right? So let's wait for a few seconds. It is going to install it quickly. It is not going to take much time. And but definitely make sure you open the PowerShell with admin rights, right? That's the mandatory and primary requirement for this to install it, right? Otherwise, it is not going to install and let you install. Now, there might be situations if you are installing it on your work device, then definitely you might not have the appropriate permissions to do it. You need to get those permissions, and then you need to install it. Then if you are doing on a device where you have appropriate permissions, then it is going to be, or it is going to allow you to install it. All right, it seems it's completed, but here you see that there is one of the error which says the following commands are already available on this. So which includes enable Entra Azure AD alias. Okay, so there are few of the commands which are already available, and those were the part of Microsoft Entra Graph PowerShell module, and that is why those are showing up as already installed. Perfect. So this is installed now. Now let's go back, and here we can also install the beta module. So this is the beta module that we can install. It has also similar commands, but few or the other commands are different. So those can also be installed for different purposes. As beta is something which is going to be a kind of testing and initial module, and maybe it is not going to help you on your production use cases or production support, right? So you need to make sure, test it, and then see if that is going to work for your use cases and requirements, and then you can take it further. But definitely, there are situations when Microsoft also does not recommend beta versions to be used for production scenarios, and instead you should rely on the GA or general available commandlets and the PowerShell module, right? So here it is installing the beta. Okay, so beta is also completed and shows already available for few of those commands, and that's perfectly fine here, right? So we can go back and there's the authentication option for us. Let's say click this or copy this command and paste it and hit enter. Okay, so what it says is connect Entra term is not recognized as one of the commandlets. Okay, so let's do one thing then. Connect hyphen Entra. Okay, it is not. To see more authentication, use this command to sign into Entra ID with the delegated access interactive or application only access non-interactive. Okay, so if you click on this URL here, it is going to showcase the additional authentication methods. So there are common scenarios, which is with delegated authentication, with interactive, and app only authentication with non-interactive. So these are the two options for us, which we can leverage for authentication purpose. And other authentication scenarios could be including this one. So sign in to the national cloud for other regions, of course, and then connect to Entra ID as a different identity. So this can be used as well. So set HTTP client timeout. So this can be timeout period setup. And yeah, this is how we can use it and we can set it up. But definitely, this is something authenticate with delegated access. If we wanted to do that, there are steps. And if we wanted to go with the app only access, so we can follow these steps to connect. So here is the, let's say I wanted to do this. All right, so I need to register an application and then get the client ID or custom app ID for that. And then I can execute this command and then I can connect it. So this should work. Let's try it out here. It shows that this is going to, nope, it is not. Let's try with this one. Nope, this is also not working or not identifying. In short, let's say use this one. Use device code. Even this is also not working. Right. So I believe it needs that this application to get the client ID value referred as this one and then create custom application. So here's the application guide that we can follow for creation. So this is going to be the recommended option for delegated access permissions, and then we can leverage it. So here are the steps that we can follow, and also using Entra admin portal. So quickly, I will go to Entra admin portal and then I will get this detail and then we can follow it. Okay, so let's go ahead and applications and app registration. And then I'm going to register an app. So I'll give it a name, Entra ID, Entra ID login, right? So this way we can identify it and hit register button. So I don't need any other details. What I need here is to get the application ID. That's it. So that's the detail we would need here. And from here, we can put that details in the notepad so that we can prepare this commandlet and perfect. So let's try it out. And I believe it would also need the permissions. Let's see. What is showing? Is not recognized. Okay. I think there's one thing we can try out. Copy this out, then paste it here, and then hit enter. Okay, so it says that check the spelling of the name, path, or this one. Okay, so this is not working, right? And definitely this is something as per this guide, even if we follow this one, it is not working. I think there's one more thing or something is missing here. Enter the name, supported account type is account and directory. Then for a direct URL, select public client native and the top download value should be this one and register. Okay. So we can put this value and this value here. Registration name and then redirect URI. Redirect URI. Okay. So here is the redirect URI and save it. Okay. This seems good. Okay, assign API permissions to the custom applications. Perfect. See, here it needs the permissions as well, right? So those permissions needs to be added, and then only it is going to let us use. So for delegated, it needs delegated permissions. And for app only, we can add those app level permissions as well. So I'm going to add this permission as well with the delegation. And grant it sign in using the new app. So here's the another way we can try it out. Application ID and then tenant ID. Let me copy it here. Let me go back to this app, get the application ID, and then get me tenant ID. Then copy it, then go here, then paste it. Oh, it is still throwing that same error. Now let's try with this first option then. Okay, so seems there is something or the other is not appropriate here. Assign user group. Okay, let me do that. There it says that we need to assign user group. Manage. Okay, so under the copy this out, go to enterprise apps, and then find this application from here. Open it. And then under the manage properties, Assignment set to yes. Okay, and then save these settings, right? And from here, under the users and groups, we can go ahead and assign it. So, yep, it is assigned to. That means this is perfect. Define, and we have added the permissions as well, right? So now we can go ahead and try it out with this commands. Okay, it is still not picking up. So seems this is something which is not verifying. It says that all right. So yeah, this is the correct way as per this given document and the steps we followed one, right? But still it is not working. That means there's something which is not correct or appropriately set up. And definitely we can go ahead and make the appropriate changes or use cases, and then we can try it out. So yeah, that's all I would say for now, and we can try it. Let me copy this once again and try it out. No, okay. Let me try PowerShell again. Hmm. No, so let's do one thing. I'll try to install from here with this current version and copy it again. And let's see if that works. Maybe if there are any commandlets which are missing or those commandlets are not appropriately installed, that could be the reason here as well. So we will see after installation of these commands. Okay, it is installing. Okay, perfect. It shows already, but we can try it out. Mhm. No. So yeah, it is still not working. And definitely there is something, or definitely there is a homework for this to work or to make it work, right? So yeah, that's all for this video. Hope you will like it. Please do like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to watch other videos around Entra ID, Microsoft 365, SharePoint Teams, Azure, and FinOps. So yeah, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.